Divine beings, entities, energies, lovelies, bodies of light, the seekers and sojourners of truth. I guess I am to give you a view of the scene, the rooftop view that I said I would give you all before. Let me zoom in straight out into the ocean, and to the right are the mountains. So this is entire, I'm giving you a 360 view. This is being on the rooftop into the mountains, all around in our little corner of Negril Beach. All right, so let me turn it around. Peace, love, and light. Greetings be unto you. I greet you in the love that lights the truth from my heart to yours. I am Celestial Earth, in the divine energy essence of it all, reporting to you live from nowhere other than 5D. That's right, the fifth dimension, the place to be. Welcome, welcome to those who are quantum leaping, who are shifting timelines, who are pushing the time passages into the next dimension. We are crossing the dimensional timelines within our soul, and that is part of the soul unfoldment, the soul ascension, the elevation, everything that we are unfolding into the 5D, into the next age. It's not even just 5D, right? But everything, we're in 5D now. We're also in the age of the Aquarian. We are in the age of the knowing. And that age, the ages change every 2,000 years. So that age right now is even helping us usher into the 5D experience. We're coming together as humanity, right? So with that, as usual, I bring you the news to infuse if you so choose to infuse with the light grid. And if you do not choose to infuse, then you are refusing and you may just get fried on the grid. Right? So peace, peace, love, and light. So one of the things that I wanted to go over, I've been talking about respiriting a lot. I can do another one on that, but I feel like I've given a lot of information about the respiriting, the sunrise. We're in the respiriting season. We're in the root chakra season now, as well as we have changed seasons. So everything is going back into the root. While we're in this season, we really need to take it back to the root while we're in, especially in this month of Set, for those of you who have the calendar, which is inviting us to look into our shadows. Ashe, to know what it is that we need to be accountable and responsible for, to break the paradigms that we need to break. Things that where Pluto was in Pluto and Capricorn, like right now, the fact that we're in Capricorn, all of that is going to be brought to the forefront. Whatever you wasn't seeing before, you're going to see it now, right? So that's some of the things to kind of peep game and look out for. Thank you. Let me start by saying thank you too for those who have shared, who have sent donations, who have sent their love, light, all of that to support what we are doing right here, as we are a lighthouse on the light grid. I've been a lighthouse. I've been a 5D pioneer since 2022, Independence, 5D Independence Day in February. And I've been doing it before that, actually. It just came into my awareness on that time. So those of you who have been pioneering, keep doing what you're doing. Also, thank you for those who have subscribed to the channel, who like, subscribe, share, who comment, who share, who have joined the Starseed Connections community. All of that, I thank you for all of that support, because each one reach one, teach one, and it helps to light us up on the grid and expand the bandwidth. The more that we connect, the more you help with the algorithms, it expands the bandwidth to get to those who need to hear it, those who are looking for some of these answers, some of these downloads that I happen to be able to share with you all. And right, so with that said, those of you who know that I'm here securing a retreat for next year. So again, thank you for those donations that go towards that. Against all odds, everything that I've been facing, I've been sent here on my personal journey as an ancestral mission. And let me tell you, one of the things that I definitely want to talk about as I'm saying that is ancestral work is not, it's not a ride in the park, right? It's something where we must understand that it involves washing the blood. If you're doing ancestral work, it is like a spiritual dialysis, right? And you are washing the blood, not just in your immediate family, but in your ancestral lineage, in your collective um, ancestral lineage where you come from. So in this case, me being here in Jamaica, this is my ancestral land. So it's not even just about my family. It is about the land that I come from. There's a collective imprint on this land, in this land, and there is such a disconnect. And part of me being here was to see the despair that is here and to also know how to maneuver through it. So a lot of us, when you get ready to go into ancestral work, which helps with your soul unfoldment, right? It helps when you go in the blood. It's really deep root chakra work and really deep earth chakra work, because the earth chakra is like our portal into this earth, right? It's, for those who don't know, it's like deep root chakra work, and it's this earth portal from all your past lives, from your ancestral bloodline, everything that has to do with your existence in this earthly realm, and it tethers you to the earth. That keeps you in an awareness, if you choose to be tethered in that way, keeps you in an awareness of your divinity in the earth, from the soul star to the earth star. There's supposed to be a remembrance. The soul star is your soul purpose, your divinity, and that is supposed to be tethered down. Imagine, if you will, a silver cord or a silver string tethered down. When you meditate and you want to connect those two, imagine this silver cord or this silver string or white light, however it works for you, coming from the soul star to the earth star, right? Reminding you of your divinity in this earth, so you do not drop into the sea of forgetfulness because of the material in this earth, right? And speaking of that material, we're also leaving the age of the Kali Yuga age, the what they call the Iron Age, right? This is what happened when we had those Mahurta frequencies last year, January. We're moving through this age, and we're entering into now the Bronze Age, which the Iron Age is more about the material. We're moving out of the material. This is why people are coming into their higher selves, and we're moving more into the energy body. We're moving into the energy, life force energy existence, and that's the Bronze Age, right? And next to that would be the age of thought, Silver Age, and the Golden Age is the age of spirit, right? And this is thousands of years away. We're going to be here in this age for thousands of years, right? But we're working towards the Golden Age. We are in an ascendance, right? Just like the sun has its solar ascendance and descend, like ascent and descent, so too does the ages, the yugas that we go through. There's an ascent going up from the iron to the golden age, and when we get to the golden age, there is a descent from the golden age down into the iron age. And this is a cycle that's been happening for thousands of years, so it's nothing new. It does highlight the levels of our earthly existence. And when you see that there is a society that's living at its highest point, like when we talk about Lemuria and we talk about Atlantis, know that these are the points when we're at our golden age, right? And we're returning to that in a couple thousand years. But I digress. Let me get back to the ancestral, right? I want us to really look at that, because as I said, it's not a walk in the park, and it's part of your soul unfolding journey. At some point, we do have to tap into our ancestral journey, and that helps you to unfold in your soul unfoldment. It helps to unlock the codes in your blood. And I want to say this because I want us to understand, it's not a like you going take ayahuasca, or it's not this little, oh, I'm going to go do this as ancestral trip. It's really opening up yourself to the ancestral dysfunctions, and you have to be willing to see that, and life is going to show you that, is what I've really been shown here. Why I've gone through what I've gone through was to show me the disparity, to show me what is here, what has been here existing in the imprint, so I can know what to wash out of my blood. because you're seeing it firsthand. It's almost like it's being mushed in your face and you're seeing it firsthand. So I know what it is that I need to deal with to navigate through. You can't fix what you don't identify, right? There has to be some type of identification process. So when you go into your ancestral work, you must first identify what the dysfunctions are, right? It's not just going in and saying, oh, I'm going to honor my ancestors. Oh, I'm going to honor, whatever it is you think. Yes, honor them. Always keep them in honor. But know that when you really go into ancestral work, be prepared to wash your blood. Be prepared to do a spiritual dialysis. That means be prepared to get your feelings hurt. Be prepared to feel the backlash from your own kind, from your own people, so that you can see it, because who feels it knows it. So you have to see it and feel it to know it. When you see it and feel it, it is the very experience. Hear the word X on the outside. It is the very experience that will bring you your wisdom. And what better time could I do this than now? No wonder why I didn't get back home yet. What better time than now, right before the respiriting season? Because when the sun died on the 21st, I needed to go into a deep, reflective look at what's been happening right behind what has happened after the month of Sekhmet, after the month or during the month of Bastet. What is happening as it carries us into the month of Set, which is only here to show us our shadows. It's only here to highlight it as part of the identification process, so that in your respiriting, you are not truly respiriting if you're not having a death to rebirth and letting go and releasing, right? You're not leveling up. This is the annual recertification. And what other way could I do it than to have my ancestors guide me and say, hey, we got your back, but we got some ish to show you. You about to get your feelings hurt. So I'm saying this so that some of y'all know it's not a walk in the park, and be prepared to get your feelings hurt. Be prepared to see that your ancestors are full of shit. Be prepared to see that your surrounding, your land that your ancestors come from is full of shit, and see how they are full of shit, so that you can know what shit to clean up. Ashe. So you can know where not to step, because there's some shit over there. So let me not step over there, or what to hold back, because they can't handle all the light that you're walking with. So it also teaches you how to navigate through that ancestral land, so that you know where to go, where it's like I have to feel the land out. I have to feel what is positive vibrations in this land and what is tainted soiled, right? Overall, in this land, like I told you, they do not have anywhere for adequate cleaning of washing the soul. So that tells me that in this land, as beautiful as it is, as beautiful as Jamaica, look at that beautiful ocean, beautiful mountains, yes. But the people in the land are tainted, and they have been for years, through so many things that I realized. This is a pirate land, right? This is why they're always talking about scammers. This is pirate land. This is a land of where it had indigenous people that were turned in certain ways because of being colonized, and then pirates and colonizers fighting over the land. And there's just so much soiled energy in this land, and the people have adapted to that. Even the slaves, and coming out of slavery, they have adapted to being these type of people that are always having to either pirate, scam, fight for what is theirs in through the indigenous realms, to colonize. Like, they don't know which one they want to be, and the people don't know who they are and who they want to side with, right? So this is something that I have to know in coming here. And those of us who are doing ancestral work and traveling back through the ancestral passage, which is part of what this workshop, this retreat next year is going to be about. Not just the workshop with the moon, but it is also a retreat and a place where people can come to practice their ancestral passage, especially if your passage is through the islands. Even if it's not technically Jamaica, it's through the islands, and a lot of us have passaged through the islands, right? Some of you that may even be in the Americas has ancestry in the islands. Look at if you have a certain connection to the islands and you don't even know why. That's because it's encoded in your blood. And you may not have proof of it, but your ancestors may have come through the Caribbean before being dropped off in Virginia, in Florida, in Georgia, wherever they were taken to, right? Especially if they came from around the time of the Maroons in Jamaica, and they took a lot of Maroons and took them up to the States and to Canada. Right? They lied to them and told them they were taking them back to Africa and took them back. They signed a fake treaty. I got to do a speech about these treaties, and took them back up there. So ancestral work is something that this is what I got the mission of, that I had to walk on, but it opens up so much more. And it opens when you do that, and you do the spiritual dialysis, you're actually, as I said, washing your blood, and there's another DNA activation that is happening. You're changing the codes, the light codes in your DNA, which gives you another level of your soul's ascension, which then helps you deeper into the 5D, utilizing the age of the knowing, utilizing the age of the Aquarian to do something about what it is that you're being exposed to or that you're experiencing, and gaining wisdom from faithfully through your experience, right? So as we're having these experiences, I want to encourage us, do not double down into your woes. Do not feel sorry for yourself. Do not go into pity land, but understand, overstand, and understand why you are experiencing what you are experiencing in the light of truth, through the love that lights the truth, so you can get the true answers that you need to change your perspective and cross the timelines, cross those dimensional timelines, have a true experience, and be able to expound and expand in your soul's consciousness. Ashe. Hey, who is that? Ryan, peace, love, and light. Welcome. Perfect timing. Thank you so much. Much needed. You're welcome. We're welcome, as I should say. Ashe. Yes, progress. Definitely clearing. It's clearing, it's decluttering, and it's bringing, is it progress? Let me make sure I see that right. I think you're saying cleaning program, if I'm saying that right, or the cloning program. I really got to do these with glasses, y'all. I keep saying it, and I keep forgetting my glasses so I could see clearly what you're saying. But if I'm seeing correctly, closing program. Yes, closing. And if that's saying closing program, it's reminding me of, timelines. There we go. Timelines are collapsing. So as we do this, we're collapsing the timelines. And I don't just mean in this lifetime. I mean multiple timelines from your past lives. Like, all those timelines are collapsing. And I know it sounds bad, but it's not really all bad. It's good when your timelines are collapsing, because you're getting rid of those old debris. It depends on who it's for. It can be good, right? It can feel like hell, and the more you do the work and you collapse another timeline, it's almost like it dissolves into love, especially if you're transmuting fear into love, which is the way you want to do it. It dissolves into love. That timeline collapses, it's gone, and you transcend into your next paradigm, into your next timeline. You cross the dimensional timelines in your lifetime, in this lifetime, right? So those are the timelines that are collapsing. You're collapsing old paradigms, means old timelines are collapsing and they're closing out. So this is why we have to unlearn to relearn. We have to deprogram to reprogram. This is the practice. That's why I've been talking about no more Christmas. It's about Christ more. It's about entering into the Christ consciousness. This is what we're here for. This is what we're here to own, our Christ consciousness, our super consciousness. That's our Heru, that's going to constantly help us open up and unfold into the next level and the next level. The half that has never been told. The truth that needs to unfold in our soul, right? So this is stuff we need to do daily. Practice it, especially during the respiriting season, these 3 months of winter season. Remember, don't let them fool you at New Year's. Don't start making a bunch of New Year's resolutions. And no, New Year's is in spring. The spring equinox begins the new year. We are now in the last 3 months of the entire year. Use it wisely, not wisely, wisely to experience the truth, to find your shadows, identify them, hold yourself accountable, remove them, deprogram, do what you got to do to elevate, to transition through Anubis, to be able to return to the Newt in the last month, Pisces. This is a whole transitional period. This is a whole respiriting. It's the extra 3. It is the threshold into the new year. 9 is the completion of the 9. The first 9 months is the spiritual completion. That is your spiritual work. The last 3 months is a threshold. It's 3. It's all done in 3s. So the last 3 is a threshold into the next year, your next solar year, however you want to look at it. So take this time and use it wisely, right? Anything else I want to add to that? I believe that's all. Look at the ancestral work. Look at your respiriting. I'm going to keep reminding us that of our respiriting. If you're still looking for a calendar, remember you can email me, divineenergystudio@gmail.com. If you need to see it, it's in one of the videos. You can look up the 5D calendar video. I definitely have it in the description. What else is there? We're going to have some workshops coming up, so look out for those workshops, the solar plexus workshop as well as the calendar workshop, so that those of you who have the calendar, we can go through it and we can expound on it. Dragonfly, which reminds me to remind you, be adaptable. It's about adaptability. So be adaptable in your truth finding so that you can be open and receptive. The respiriting is about receptivity. Be receptive. Allow yourself to take in instructions. Listen to yourself, but not with an egoic way. This is about an ego death in the respiriting, so that you can rise in spring with your wise wisdom. If you haven't done it in these 3 days intensely, you have an expanded respiriting season to work on it. Ashe? Ashe. So with that said, each one, reach one, teach one. If you don't know where to start in your big, beautiful heart. Shine your light from the inside out. Be the candle that lights the next one and the next one and the next one. I'm going to get on this road trip. Peace, love, and light. Ignite.